This is obviously going to be so different from my regular videos because we're not reviewing perfume today. I'm going to be talking about my adventure as a content creator because we are coming up on almost a year. Not June, but July. July is when I quit my job and became a full-time content creator, but June is when I started content creation. So I just want to talk about my journey, how it's been, and why you should probably get into content creation if there's something that you're passionate about, or if you want to just start content creation. Now is the time, and there's no time like now because the amount of people that are trying to do the same thing is insane. Also, a lot of people just like financial transparency, and that's cool because it's like this isn't some lucrative thing that only certain people can do. Literally anybody can hop on TikTok, YouTube, whatever, and make a living from it eventually. You know, it's just sometimes people are a little bit luckier than others. I was so surprised at how fast I blew up. Again, I started in June just posting TikTok shop videos, and it all started with a perfume on TikTok shop that I got that was supposed to be a dupe of Crybaby by Melanie Martinez, and I got it. I thought it was right, or like that it was close to Crybaby by Melanie Martinez, at least one of the closest inspirations that I've found thus far. Anyways, so then I promoted it on TikTok shop, and I was like, hey, you know, I've always been honest. I just want to say I've always been honest on TikTok shop, which is probably why I don't make as much money as a lot of other people on there, because I do tell my honest opinions, and I'm not one of those people that's like, you need to buy it now, blah, 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 blah. I don't force it. And this also is gonna, because I'm gonna show you what I've made from TikTok and stuff. I love the financial transparency. I do believe that is a good thing, just to show people what is possible and what you're capable of doing on there. But anyways, you know, I've always been honest, so I feel like that's why I'm not making like hundreds of thousands of dollars in a year or in a month. Also, I am a smaller creator too, but we'll get into all of that. Anyways, I started reviewing a perfume. I promoted it on TikTok shop. I made about $4,000 by the end of June, which was insane to me off of one video. That was the most I've ever made from TikTok. And I've been in the creator program. I was making TikTok videos here and there, but I was never in TikTok shop until June of last year. So that was the first way that I've ever made money on TikTok. I think I went live or like did creator fund and stuff, but it was like pennies in like couple dollars here and there. Like it was nothing crazy, so nothing to really talk about there. So that was my first big thing. $4,000 by the end of June from one video of talking about a little roll-on oil perfume. I was like, that is insane. That is absolutely crazy. So I started to look more into TikTok shop, looking at things like how to promote stuff like that, and ended up coming across a CarPlay, something that you plug into your car. It's touch screen. It has the music and stuff, basically like a smart car, like, you know, like one of the newer cars has, where it has the screen, you have your Bluetooth, your music, all that stuff. You can connect your phone to it. It's one of those. You just plug it right into the cigarette lighter. Went live with that. I made about $6,000 in 1 week. Yes, ended the month with almost 10 grand. Yeah, that was in July. That was in July. And, you know, they had sales and stuff going on for like 4th of July sales. So a lot of people were buying stuff then too. And it was absolutely nuts. I was still working as a server at that time too. It was insane. So I would go to work, and my grandma, her and her boyfriend owned, well, he owned the restaurant, but my grandma was dating him or whatever. So I would always go in there and I'd be like, look, you know, I might not be here much longer. And I'd been there for 2 years at this point, working as a server and as a dishwasher. Basically did a little bit of everything around there except cook. It wouldn't be edible if I was cooking, I promise. But anyways, so did that and told her, I was like, look, I just made like $4,000 to $6,000, you know, in a week. And I was like, I don't think I'll be here much longer. And ended up quitting. Told them, you know, I'm done. I want to do this full time. The money is absolutely insane. There was a lot of drama at the restaurant too, so it's not like it was already in the back of my mind. Like I didn't want to be there. So of course I was finding something else. I was trying to find other jobs, you know, TikTok shop. That situation happened, and then I was like, well, this is it. This is what I want to do. So ended up quitting and pursuing TikTok shop full time. What's so weird to me though is as soon as I quit and start doing TikTok shop full time, I start getting outrageous anxiety every time I go live, and I was like, I don't want to go live because there would be over 1,000 people in the live stream at a time when I was going live, and I'm like, this is like really crazy. Even though I'm not even showing my face, it was just like a lot of trolls, kids, you know, stuff like that. Or it was just a lot, and my anxiety would go up, and I'd be like, man, I can't do this. So then I stopped TikTok Shop Live, which was where majority of the money will come from when you do TikTok Shop, depending on if you get viral videos. But if you go live, you have a great opportunity to make a lot more money. So I ended up actually stopping lives around December. I think I was doing them here and there or whatever. But I ended up stopping lives and just going straight for videos, trying to do better videos. I ended up getting a few viral ones, making another $4,000 or $5,000 just from one video and stuff again too. You know, so it's really crazy. And I'll pop up right here what I ended up making. Let me pull it up on my phone so I can tell you guys as well. I ended up making $26,157 from June 1st to December 31st. What? I mean, the average yearly wage is about $25,000. And that's like what, 15, I think at like $15 an hour, a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. But that, you know, so I was doing good, and that's for half of a year. That's 6 months, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, that's absolutely crazy. If I would have started in the beginning, that means I could have made, what, $50,000 in a year at that point. And like I said, I'm somebody that tells the truth. I'm not lying to make a sale. I'm not trying to push a sale on you or be like, you need to buy this. It's exclusive. It's going to sell out, unless it is exclusive, because like this right here, this is only on TikTok Shop. You know, so of course I said that. I'm like, you can only get it on TikTok Shop. This isn't going to be in the stores. If you want it, this is where you got to get it. I mean, it's the truth. You know, so just little things like that. Yeah. But other than that, I'm not lying. I'm not pushing sales, whatever, nothing like that. And so it's just been really crazy. And I've been doing videos this whole year. I have, well, no, let me not lie. I did end up going live, I would say for about a week straight on a backup account. I made about $200 or $300 going live on that backup account because it's new. I didn't really post much on there, and it was maybe like 20 people max in the live at a time. So really slow on the sales, $200, $300 in a week, but it's still great side income. Still amazing side income, you know, but I'm doing this for a full-time job. I need to pay the bills. That ain't paying the bills. So far in this year, from January 1st to May 30th, I've made $15,541. So what, that's 5 months. Okay. Like what, 5, 10, 15. Okay. No, so I've been averaging around 2.5 to 3,000 some months. And then I think one month it was really bad and I only made like 1,500. So, but I saved my money. I have a savings account. Don't worry, we're okay. This month has been great. I did have a couple viral videos and stuff, so that is what pushed me. I think this week alone off TikTok Shop, I'll put it up right here. I've made about $1,700. $1,700. Yep. Talking about things that I like. Talking about actual like sales that are going on, but I'm not pushing the sale. You know, I'm like not over here like you need to buy it or whatever. I'm just talking about it. Like this has been my main seller right now. The Yara Discovery set. You know, I'm like, look, if you don't want to buy the full bottles, the full Yara bottles up there, get these. I mean, they're 35 milliliter Discovery sets. They're absolutely massive for a little travel pack or Discovery set. Usually you get like the 10 milliliters or the little 5 milliliters. So people have been loving that, and it's like 20 something bucks. It's the price of one full bottle of Yara, and you get to try all 4. That's a deal. That is such a deal, you know, and I don't even need to push it because it sells itself. You know what I'm saying? And I actually like these fragrances. Y'all know that. Well, I like them all except Moy, and Candy's really light, but she smells good. Anyways, so, I mean, it's so crazy. And then I am in the creator fund, like I said. So I started making like some 1-minute videos too. And we'll just say from May 1st to May 28th, I'll just pop up the whole thing right here. So far I've made $541 from just the creator fund alone. So I've made over $3,000 this month with TikTok Shop and with the creator fund. Absolutely buck wild. Now I'll also pop up how many views that was. 471,000 views is $275 in standard rewards. Now, I also had advanced rewards too. Let me pause this real quick just so I can pop that up. Okay, and then right here I've made another $266 from their new additional reward thing, which is, I don't know how they really decide what videos get the additional rewards, but it's crazy. When you do, it's like another $100 or more. It's so wild. Anyways, really great. So I've made what, 16 something thousand dollars so far this year on TikTok alone. Absolutely wild. That's why I'm saying, if you want to start content creation, start it. You don't need to lie. You don't need to be pretty or handsome or meet society standards or whatever. Be you. Be you. Be authentic. I don't get paid from YouTube. I'm doing this for fun. I hope I get paid from YouTube one day, but I'm doing this for fun. Sorry, my storage got full again. I need to get a new phone. Literally, I have to delete so many videos just to make more videos. But anyways, I enjoy what I do. That's why I do YouTube for free right now. Obviously, you know, I'm not bringing over no big following. I don't even promote my YouTube over on TikTok like talk about. I just started posting on Instagram, really. I don't know if you really get paid over there. People say that that's where the brand deals can come from. So I just started putting my TikTok videos over there. Other than that, I mean, do it. Start your content creation journey. If you want a little side income or you want to try to do this full time, content creators are so privileged. I'm telling you, I am so privileged to be in the position that I am. The products I receive, I've gotten 2 king size beds, one for me, one for my mama, for free. I've got the desk that's behind me. I've gotten like 80 to 90% of these perfumes from TikTok Shop for free, even ones from Okja, you know? So it's absolutely wild. I've got a $500 robot vacuum from Shark. Come on now, like, I'm a nobody. I started with 40,000 followers that I got back in like 2020 or 2021. I had a video go viral. I didn't do anything with that. I stopped making TikToks. I really had nothing to make TikToks about, nothing I was really passionate about, or and there was a lot going on too. I was working and stuff. It was just too much. So I never did anything with it. Then came across TikTok Shop. Now I'm sitting pretty at what, like 74,000, 75,000 followers? What? I'm sorry. And it's not like they all interact with my posts. No, why would they, right? Just follow me and not say hey. Anyways, but you know, so it is what it is, but I think it's so cool, and I don't know, I enjoy it. I love what I do. Again, I believe in financial transparency. There's people that will want to know the possibilities. You know, sometimes that just makes people encouraged to want to do it even more. Other than that, I'm going to try to make this quick and just end the video because I don't know when my storage is going to fill up again. But I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. I hope this was something that you enjoyed, and I just love sharing my story and my journey with you guys. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.